Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, today we'll revise topic of firearm injuries. It is for the benefit of the class in general, but especially for those students who appeared and cleared previous exam in the supply. Question is, what is importance of examination of clothes in firearm injury cases? Forget about few general remarks. The question from this area can be in the exam, what is the importance of examination of clothes in firearm injury cases? Examination of clothes in these cases must always be done, and it is quite rewarding. Suppose only clothes are produced before the medical legal examiner, dead body is not available, injured person is not there, only clothes are there. What information of forensic importance you can get from these clothes? You can have this type of question. Well, we can have information about the type of weapon, whether rifled firearm weapon like pistol or revolver is used or shotgun is used. We can have information only on examination of clothes. Similarly, we can have information about distance of fire. If on the clothes blackening, tattooing, burning, etc. is present, it means it is close range fire. But if these things are absent and only a hole is present, it means it is distant fire. We can have an idea about direction of fire. This we can have on observing direction of the fibers of the clothes. If the clothes are, if the margins are inverted, fibers are inverted, it means it is entry hole. If the fibers are everted, it means it is exit hole. Similarly, we can have an idea how many bullets have hit the covered part of the body, and we can also have an idea about the possible cause of death if the vital areas of the body where heart, lungs and liver are present, if these are hit, we can have idea about the cause of death. There can be a question, what is ballistics and what are various types of ballistics and what is terminal ballistics, wound ballistics or forensic ballistics. Ballistics is study of physical forces acting on projectiles and missiles. In fact, it is study of firearms and ammunition. There are three subtypes of ballistics: interior ballistics, exterior ballistics and terminal or wound ballistics, also called forensic ballistics. Interior ballistics. Whatever factors, forces, matter inside the barrel of the weapon, these are dealt with under interior ballistics. For example, whether the barrel is smooth bored, whether it has got rifling mechanism inside it, what is the size of the bullet, what is the shape of the bullet, all these factors are dealt with under interior ballistics. Exterior ballistics. Once the projectile, the bullet or the pellets, they come out of the barrel and travel in the medium like air or water, it is dealt with under exterior ballistics. When projectile like bullet comes out of the barrel, it is acted upon by various forces like resistance of the air. It is also acted upon by gravitational pull. Third subtype is terminal ballistics, wound ballistics, or forensic ballistics. It is more important for forensic people. When bullet hits the target, it produces its effects on the surface. So appearance of wound, variations in the appearance of wound are dealt with under wound ballistics. Then that bullet or pellets, they enter the body. There is a track inside the body. They cause damage to various organs. Then bullet or pellets, they may come out of the body. So all these are dealt with under terminal ballistics. What type of damage caused by the bullet or the pellets, and what was the cause of death. This is dealt with under wound ballistics or forensic ballistics. Next question can be, what are various types of firearms available in our society, and how will you classify them? Well, generally speaking, we have two types of firearms available in our society: rifled firearm weapons and non-rifled firearm weapons. In rifled firearm weapons, their barrels contain spirally running lands and grooves, which is called rifling mechanism. And when rifled firearm weapon is fired, bullet comes out. Projectile of rifled firearm weapon is a bullet. Non-rifled firearm weapons, inside their barrel, lands and grooves are not present. It is all smooth bored. And when non-rifled firearm weapon like shotgun, when it is fired, pellets come out. So the projectiles of non-rifled firearm weapon or smooth bored firearm weapon is pellets. Once again, commonly used firearms can be classified into rifled and non-rifled type. Rifled firearm weapon which have rifling mechanism inside their barrel, the spirally running lands and grooves. They are divided into long-barreled rifled weapon and short-barreled rifled weapons. Examples of long-barreled rifled weapons are G3 rifle, Kalashnikov, and service gun. Examples of short-barreled rifled firearm weapons are pistols and revolvers. Because when pistols and revolvers, these are fired, bullets come out, just as when you fire G3 or Kalashnikov, projectile which comes out is bullet. Non-rifled firearm weapons are smooth bored. Inside their barrel, no rifling mechanism is present. No spirally running lands and grooves are present. It can be choked, smooth bored weapon, or unchoked. When constriction is present in the barrel, it is called choked weapon. Constriction is present in few non-rifled firearm weapons so that the pellets travel close together for more distance. In unchoked, this constriction is not present. Example of non-rifled smooth-bored weapon is shotgun. And when shotgun is fired, pellets come out. Bullet does not come out. Bullet only comes out when rifled firearm weapon is fired. Tail wag effect of bullet, well, you know about it. When bullet comes out of the barrel, it loses its lateral support and becomes unstable. Trajectory of bullet, it is pathway of the bullet in the medium and it is curved. It makes a parabola. Trajectory of bullet. Bullet tends to travel in straight line, but it cannot travel in straight line because of two factors: resistance of air and gravitational pull. Because of these two factors, it cannot travel in straight line, it makes a curve. Tail wag effect of the bullet, when it comes out of the weapon, it loses its lateral support and starts cutting circles along its axis. Its tail becomes unstable. So when the bullet hits the target at this stage, the size of the entry wound is much bigger than the size of the bullet because the bullet is unstable when it is in tail wag effect. Terminal ballistics or wound ballistics, we have already covered. What are the components of ammunition which come out when a pistol, revolver or Kalashnikov is fired? Number one is bullet. It produces punctured hole. Number 2, flame. Number 3, hot gases. These produce burning effect. Smoke comes out, it produces blackening effect. Unburned powder particles come out, they cause tattooing effect. And grease comes out and makes a grease ring around the entry wound. Now, next question, next SEQ could be, what are features of entry wound caused by bullet and how these features vary with change in the distance of weapon. These can be divided into 4. Contact wound, when the weapon is firmly in contact with the body. Near contact wound, few inches away. Intermediate range wounds, about 3 feet away or about arm's length away. And distant wound, when the weapon is beyond 3 feet, maybe 50, 60, 70, 100 feet. But one feature is common in all these entry wounds, and that is presence of collar of abrasion. Collar of abrasion is always present around the entry wound, and it is present because of rotational velocity, rotational movement of the bullet, which produces a rim of abrasion around the entry wound. It is called abraded collar. It is only present around entry wound caused by bullet. It is not present on entry wound caused by pellets. It is not present on exit wound caused by bullet or pellet. Contact entry wound caused by a bullet. Its features. When the contact is formed, the effect of hot gases, flame, smoke, and the gunpowder is usually more inside the body. The tissues give eruptive or explosive appearance. However, on the surface of the skin and around the entry hole of the bullet, there is bruising present because of firm contact of the weapon. Abraded collar is present around the entry wound. Flame effect, powder tattooing, smoke blackening, and grease effect is also present on the surface to some extent. Near contact wound caused by bullet when weapon is few inches away. As the muzzle end is short distance away, the soot, the smoke, is deposited in a solid zone of blackening concentrically placed around the entry wound when the fire is made from right angle, from the front. Along with that, there are other findings of entry wound like punctured hole, collar of abrasion, and tattooing effect. Intermediate range entry wound caused by bullet, intermediate range gunshot wounds. When the distance is within arm's length, about 3 feet, the muzzle is away from the body, but it is within arm's length. In this case, discrete powder tattooing is present. In fact, it is the hallmark of this type of wound. There are other findings as well. For example, abraded collar is present around the wound. Grease effect may be there, but burning effect is not there. If powder tattooing in discrete form is present on entry wound caused by bullet, it means it can be suicidal, it can be accidental, it can be homicidal. But if you establish that discrete powder tattooing is not present, or powder tattooing is not present at all, it means distance of fire is beyond arm's length. So suicide is not possible. Suicide is ruled out. Number 4 is distant gunshot wound. When bullet is fired from beyond 3 feet, maybe 40, 50, 60, 70 feet, there will be no blackening, no powder tattooing, no burning. There is only perforation present with abraded collar around it, collar of abrasion around it, which is because of rotational movement of the bullet. However, you can see reddish ecchymosed margins and grease ring is of course present because of the lubricant. Next, what are features of exit wounds caused by bullet? Generally, exit wounds are larger than the entry wound. These are irregular. Margins are everted. No blackening, tattooing, burning is present, and no abraded collar present. These are features of exit wound caused by bullet. Shotgun injuries. When smooth bored weapon is fired, what are the features of entry wound by shotgun pellets? Appearance differs from those of the rifled bullet due to the difference in the shape, size, number of the pellets. Moreover, pellets have no spinning movements. Bullet has got rotational velocity, and at a time one bullet comes out, but pellets are multiple. These are smaller than bullet. They don't have conical shape. They don't have spinning movement. So because of these reasons, appearance varies. In contact wound caused by shotgun, all the pellets enter the body en masse. There is single entry. Showing single entry having irregular margins. At short distance, there is one central irregular wound with few peripheral holes due to individual pellets. At far distance, multiple small holes spread over an area. In contact injuries by shotgun, the severity is more. there is bursting and rupturing effect, especially if the skull cavity is hit. The soot, the smoke and the wad. Wad is a shell which contains pellets, may be found inside the body in contact wounds. As the distance of fire increases, area of the powder tattooing also increases, and the shape of the wound also changes. But then there is a rule of thumb. If shotgun is fired and pellets hit the person and they make individual entry, separate entry of each pellet, this rule of thumb can be applied. You just measure spread of pellets in inches on the body of the person. You convert it, whatever figure you get, you convert it into yards and you get distance of fire. 1 yard contains 3 feet. So if spread of pellet is in 4 inches, the distance of fire will be 4 yards, meaning thereby 12 feet. Spread of pellets beyond 5 yards, spread of pellets in inches minus 1 is distance of fire in yards. Shotgun exit wounds. Features of shotgun exit wounds are the same as in the case of exit wound caused by bullet. That is, it is bigger than the entry wound, edges are everted, but in few cases exit wounds caused by shotgun is missing, it is not present. It is only present when there is contact fire or close range fire. It is present when the victim is very thin. It is present when no bony structures are on the way. Otherwise, in many cases, you may not have exit wound caused by pellets. This picture shows rifling mechanism which is present inside the barrel of rifled firearm weapon like pistol, revolver, Kalashnikov and G3 gun. You can see elevations and depressions. A is elevation, it is called land. B is depression, called groove. And caliber of the weapon is distance between two opposite lands. These lands and grooves, which are spirally running around the barrel of rifled weapon, these give rotational movement to the bullet. This is not present, this mechanism is not present in smooth bored weapon like shotgun, in which pellets are present and they come out when shotgun is fired. cut section of a cartridge. Cartridge or shell may be made of a metal or cardboard, and it has got three compartments. In the terminal compartment, pellets are present. In the rear compartment, powder charge is present, and cardboard partition separates these two compartments. So this is cut section of a cartridge. Bullet, various parts. What to look for in shotgun wounds, also look on the body and also on the clothing. Various parts of a revolver. This is entry wound caused by rifle firearm weapon, that is by a bullet. There is no blackening present, no tattooing present, no burning present. So it is distant range entry wound caused by a bullet. Punctured hole on front of this shirt. This indicates the importance of examination of clothes in firearm injury cases, which we have already discussed. You can tell the type of firearm weapon used, you can tell the distance of fire, you can tell the direction of fire, you can tell how many bullets hit the covered part of the body, you can have an idea about the cause of death. Entry wound caused by a bullet, although apparently edges seem to be everted, but this is because of the body part involved, the hand. You cannot have a bookish picture all the time in firearm injury cases. This is exit wound caused by bullet, much bigger than the entry wound, irregular margins, everted margins, no blackening, no tattooing, no burning present. This is injury caused by shotgun, smooth bore weapon. Pellets have come out and hit the body. There is a big central hole and few satellite pellets are hitting the body. Typical shotgun injury. Well, we stop here. Rest of the firearm injuries we'll deal with in the next session. Thank you very much.